How's it going, guys? Just want to let you in on a really quick little project that I'm working on to give you maybe an idea for something that you should do with beers that are hard to get your hands on, and that is consider cellaring your beers. A lot of beers are meant to be cellared and not meant to be drank fresh. Anything that I would say has an ABV of 8% or higher, unless it's something that's going to lose a characteristic, such as an IPA losing its hoppiness. Bigger beers like porters, stouts, triples, doubles, quads, things like that, with high ABVs can be cellared and usually should be cellared. A lot of times it takes down on the booziness and it increases the flavors of everything. So what I'm going to do is show you kind of a practical way of cellaring your stuff that I'm going to be doing here shortly. What I have here is an Xbox One box, but that's not what's inside. I have a nice little package of beers here. And so the beers that I've chosen to cellar are 3 bottles of New Holland Brewery's Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout. It is a 10% beer and should age well. I also have Brooklyn Brewery's Black Chocolate Stout at 10% as well. Here I have Left Hand Brewery's Wake Up Dead Russian Imperial Stout Nitro at 10.20%. That should have no problem aging. Here I have Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot Barley Wine Style Ale, and they recommend that you cellar these beers, so I'm going to be doing that. Over here I have a bottle of Founder's Curmudgeon. I'm doing just one, just to see what happens. It's a 9.8%. And finally I have here Arrogant Bastard Ale, and this is the oaked version. And I have 2 bottles of that at 7.8%. Little iffy aging this one, but we're going to see what happens. I have 2 bottles in there. And so what I have done is I have taken each bottle and I have added to it a label with the date. And so every one of these bottles is going to have a date written on it so that I'll know. Furthermore, what I'm going to do is I have printed off a very large decal that tells me this box contains cellared beers. All the beers in this box have been cellared on this date, and then I have the contents of the box written here. The brewery, the name of the beer, the type of the beer. Very important to have the ABV of the beer, because I'm probably going to want to pull out Founder's Curmudgeon or Stone Oaked Arrogant Bastard at their ABV a lot sooner than I'll probably want to pull out, say, the Wake Up Dead at 10.20%. I also put these O's here because if I decide to pull one beer out, I can scratch it off with a Sharpie and I'll know how many I have left. And so this is just a really nice label that I printed out to do that with. And not only is it good to do this just to watch the flavors develop, but it also keeps the temptation away from drinking all your rare beers early and saving them for a special occasion or when you're in the company of good friends. I just want to give you guys a really quick little idea for something you may consider doing in the future if you run across some rare beers that you don't want to just drink right away. Anyway, stay tuned for my next beer review.